guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my hair is slit, which can only mean one thing, and that is the Foxy Eye tutorial. I posted this look a couple of days ago on my Instagram and you all went nuts for it, so I promised a tutorial. So let's just get right to it. I'm sure we've all seen on the internet at this point this image of Alexa Demie, and that is the inspiration for today's look. First things first, we all know before every eye look I go in with my 24-hour eye base. We definitely want to make sure that this all blends and stays on, so just pack that in. So for this look, the color selection was actually pretty straightforward and easy for me. All I used was my custom eyeshadow palette. I've showed this a couple times in some videos. If y'all haven't made a custom eyeshadow palette yet, what are you really doing with your lives? This is my go-to for every day for so many different looks, so I would definitely suggest making your own little custom palette. So starting off with my favorite color, soft brown. I'm just using that on my 221 brush, and I think the trick with this look is you have to sort of do a different hand motion than you're used to. And I'm pulling this eyeshadow up a lot higher than my outer corner normally is. And for this color, I just sort of swept it all across the lid and into the crease. The trick really is getting this outer corner to pull really upward towards your eyebrow. For blending, our Studio Fix powder on our 224 brush, just buff that edge out. As I do this sort of crease or outer corner color, this is really where the look builds from. So I do spend a little bit more time on this step because I really want that shape to start developing right from here. Alright, so we're starting to get that pull up here. Now my next step is going to be going in with Bougie Babe. This color is actually limited edition. If anyone from MAC is listening out there, please, please, please bring this color back permanently because it is life-changing. I showed you guys my custom palette earlier. I could use Swiss chocolate for this one, but I just wanted something with a little bit more warmth to it. Now we're just going to continue building on this shape. So I've switched to a stiffer, denser brush, the 239, and we're just going to go in the outer corner and start deepening up that wing area. So you can see how I'm just pulling that up and outward. I'm placing a bit of this in the crease and then creating a really nice diagonal with this color. So we're getting that really pulled out wing. Okay, so the next step is to take a little bit of brown liner. I like a gel one, like Dip Down, and just start in the outer corner, basically building up a little bit of that like actual liquid wing. But I'm using more of a pencil brush. The reason I'm using a pencil brush is because if I were to just go in with a regular liner brush, like an angled brush or something, it will become too precise. I want this to look really smoky and more like the eyeshadow, but still getting that sort of crisper tip happening here. And because the pencil brush still comes to a nice point, you can pull it out easily, but without having a full precise line. Just keep blending it on that diagonal, coming down towards your lash line. And that's what will give it that really pulled up look, like your hair is being snatched. If you need to, come in with a bit of your angle brush and just pull that line upwards a little bit to make it more precise. But I didn't put any product on this brush. I'm just using it literally to pull the edge. Another trick that you could do too if you're just learning eyeshadow is to actually tape this off. So you can use eye tape to get the right angle that you want. I don't know why, but I find it a lot easier for me to just go in with a brush and try to be more precise. I feel like sometimes when I pull tape off, it doesn't end up exactly where I wanted it. But as you're just learning and kind of getting used to like the angles, I would definitely suggest doing that. Okay, so now we can see a nice pulled up sort of darker corner on that end, and now we're really starting to see the shape come together. So let's go into our darker shades now. I mixed together these two down here. I think it's Brown Down and Carbon, just so it's not like a super black black. And so now I'm on a little shader brush. I think this is the 228. Oh wow. Guys, creating content in an apartment building is the worst sometimes. There is sawing, hammering, traffic. Don't kill me, okay? Shader brush. Just taking this guy, and you're just going a little bit smaller than that brown color we put on. Just deepening up that wing ever so slightly. And now this is where you can get into your angle brush a little bit more precisely and just really pull up that edge. This we do want to look more like an actual wing. Still blurry on the top, but more precise here. So for the lower lash line, we're starting with Bougie Babe. I'm pulling this way and going on that diagonal. So pulling this more on an angle this way will make my inner corner kind of tip down, so then this whole angle is really pulled upward. So again, just sort of tricking your hand into not doing what it always does. So you can see how my inner corner stays more open. And then with a soft brown, I'm just gonna blend that all out. All right, so now the last step is just the inner corner, going in with my lightest color here. I think this one's Ricepaper. And I'm really just doing this softly. I don't want a lot of this color. Just working it on my inner corner, upward, and almost creating like that fake sort of cut crease. And then to make the real inner corner pop, I'm taking my highlighter in Soft and Gentle. And I'm just gonna wet that with some Fix Plus. And press that right, really precisely in the inner corner. Normally I do a big kind of buffed out inner corner highlight, but I want this one to be more precise. Now to just finish off the eye, I am gonna go in with a bit of liner. This is my classic. If you've watched me do a live or followed me on Instagram at all, you'll know how much I love coffee eyeliner. And so I'm just working this into my upper lash line, and I will pull this sort of further down into my inner corner just to create that depth all the way across. And now, of course, mascara. So these two steps, like liner and mascara, don't really change for me for really any eye look. So just going in with my extended play first. And with this look, I'm spending more time on my outer corner for mascara, because everything I do with this look, I want it to pull up and outward. If you're someone who loves a good false lash, this look is amazing for ones that have length on the outer corner. So look for that kind of lash when you're creating this look. So I've got a nice definition going there, and now we'll create the volume on the outer corner, just so that all my darkness and depth is out here. Alright guys, so there you have it, the Foxy Eye tutorial. It's actually pretty easy, I think, and I think that's why everyone liked it, is because it's a pretty basic look, but the actual changing of the shape of the eyeshadow completely changes the face shape. So have fun playing with eyeshadow shapes and let me know how it works for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you guys like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram at Kayla Bliss. I'll see you guys in the next one.